Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm an hour late. I haven't been able to move as quickly as I would um, due to this whole COVID situation. Welcome back to I Have a Story to Tell. This is my second time going live, streaming this from IG. I will be posting it on YouTube and on Facebook. I hope everybody is okay. I hope everyone is staying safe. Excuse the fit, kind of bedridden, quarantine for the next couple of days. I just ask you guys to continue to keep me in your prayers. And on that note, we're going to jump right into today's subject. So, this one right here is really, really good. I actually wrote it maybe about, I'm going to say 2 weeks ago. Just whenever I have an idea for something I want to talk about, I just jot it down, make my little points, and then, we get right to it. So today's subject is turning from pessimistic to optimistic in your trials. A lot of times when we go through something, we tend to think the worst in a situation. I know because I was one of them. It's not good to think like that. When you do, you don't allow yourself to grow. You can actually cause more damage to yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally if you can't develop the concept of turning something negative into something positive, i.e. while the title, turning pessimistic into optimistic in your trials. Doubts are normal. Just use reverse psychology in your situation. And when I say use reverse psychology in your situation, there's a big difference. You don't ever want to put off the impression that you're trying to deceive someone, or that, there's an ultimatum. That's why I said in your trials. When you use reverse psychology in your situation, you are training your mind to see the good in every bad situation. Regardless of how bad that situation may be, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. As long as you have the will to get through it and look at the positive and every negative thing that goes on in your life, you will be able to get over it. Trust me, I know. I'm a living testimony. Everything that comes into your life that's negative is not a punishment. It can be a lesson. Sometimes it takes for us to be in a certain spot that makes us uncomfortable in order for us to grow. Because if you don't step outside of your comfortability, you're never going to experience what's meant for you to experience. You're always going to be bound. You're not going to venture, into new territory that can possibly take you higher. It's just that simple. Everything that's negative that happens in your life does not have to be a punishment. Or you don't have to look at it as a punishment. Look at it as a lesson. Look at it as, okay, well, this is something that I'm unfamiliar with, and I haven't tapped into that power of resolving it yet, and use it as a learning experience. One of my favorite points, push. Pray until something happens. So let me retwist that. we're gonna pray until something good happens. I don't know how religious you guys are. Me, I was born and raised in the church. My family members always told me to put God first. And regardless of how far you stray, that is something that never leaves you. And you learn to take it into account, especially as you get older and life takes you through certain obstacles. You have to pray until something happens. Sometimes that's the only way you can get through. Sometimes that will be the only thing that will keep you positive in a pessimistic situation. You guys gotta learn how to pray. Humble yourselves as well. You have to humble yourself. Prepare yourself for the next chapter of your life. When you go through something, or when people tend to go through something, they don't fully step back and evaluate why they went through it. What did you get out of that situation? And you just say, okay, I got out of this one. I'm going back to what I used to do. The purpose of things going wrong in your life is to teach you a lesson off of something that you may have not done correctly, or just to prepare you for the next chapter in your life. You gotta go through whatever it is that you're going through. Don't look for a shortcut. Very good, Nani. I'm sorry. I'm doing both parenting and my vlog. But you have to go through whatever it is that you're getting through and still develop that sense of, you know what, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Always a light at the end of the tunnel. Anything that you go through, you're going to come out a better version of yourself. If you allow yourself to be humbled throughout that storm, it shapes you to be a better version of yourself. It's building you for the next chapter in your life. Me, I'm a very strong-headed person. So it actually took, a series of situations for me to actually, not so much as humble myself, because I've always been humble, but to say, you know what, Chris, even you need to be taught a lesson. Even you need to step back and observe and be a student instead of being a teacher. Because I'm great on giving advice, but I also know how to take it as well. And that's what allows me to come up here and to talk to you guys even about this, from turning something negative into something positive, because I had to learn to be the student and not be the teacher. When life throw you curveballs, learn how to curve that ish. As you grow into viewing things differently with every situation that you go through, you will learn how to curve some things, so that way it doesn't even have to turn into a negative. And that's facts. I just got diagnosed positive for COVID. I could be sitting here depressed, going out of my mind. I can't be in contact with my kids. I'm basically quarantined in my room, and I still have faith. I'm still humble because my situation could have been worse. My daughter, she's 5. She doesn't realize that she can't be near me. But like I said, I could be sitting here boo-hoo crying. I'm still in good health. While I may have some of the symptoms, it's not to the point where I have to be hospitalized. That's taking a pessimistic situation and turning it into something positive. I could be not sitting before you guys talking. I cannot be functional, not be moving around, yet here I am. I'm humble. I'm grateful. This is just another testimony for the trial that I'm going through. So I have to bear that. Reverse that energy, because all the power is yours. Me and God hold the power to my situation. And I'm not going to let anything or anyone negative into my life that's going to reverse that. Because I wield the power, along with God's help, for my destiny. Negativity is exactly what it is. Learn how to dust that off. I got hit with a couple of things. But some things I had to learn how to dust off. Okay, yeah, I'm positive for COVID. But that's not the end of my life. That's not the end of my life story. It's just another trial for a testimony. Some things you have to learn how to dust off when it comes to relationships. Some things you have to learn how to dust off. Some things you have to learn just how to let go. It's not easy. Not everything that comes negative into your life, you're just going to be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to sweat it. Everybody has emotions. So it's going to ricochet and back up off you. But you have to learn how to bounce that back. And turn it into something positive. No one knows your story unless you share it. I'm choosing to share my story. I'm making it work for me. Nobody can ever switch up your positive energy into negative energy unless you allow that. When you learn how to counteract it, you basically turning something positive into something negative while you're curving the BS. It becomes easier and easier to do. You have to make every situation work for you. Do not let it bring you down. Do not let it destroy your peace, your happiness, or your prosperity, because those are all important in order for you to get to your destination in life. Very, very important. Last one, and then I'm going to close it out. Be you. Only you have to live with the outcome of every situation that you go through. You can take advice from whomever and use it, but you still got to live out with that outcome. Be careful of the advice that people give you, because it ain't always positive. Be careful at the shade that people throw you, because they're trying to bring negativity into your positive situation. And that can come from the person that's closest to you to a complete stranger. You wield that power. in order to keep that positivity going on in your life. Don't never let nobody bring you down while you're already going through a trial. They're not worth it. Because while they get to move on with their merry little life, you still stuck. Best thing that I could say that I use as inspiration is I have a lot to lose. So I tend to always try to look at the positive in a situation and give people the benefit of the doubt, due to the simple fact that thinking negatively, it doesn't get you anywhere. But more depression, more anxiety, giving up. You don't want to do none of that. The reason why I do these vlogs is to encourage you guys to keep moving forward. We're going to keep pushing. You guys just don't let nothing destroy your inner peace. Sometimes you have to learn the hard way, Zach. But you make that situation better by learning the hard way. Sometimes that's the only way you can learn your lesson. At least you looking at it as a lesson and not just something negative that's holding over you. The point is to learn from it and to move on and to carry that lesson into the next chapter of your life. I have a very famous saying, 1 time is a mistake, 2 times is a pattern. Once you learn how to always do that reverse psychology and flip, you learn, okay, this is just the lesson. It makes it easier to deal with the next trial, depending on how you look at it. You guys got to stay positive. It's a lot of negativity floating around. I know I've seen it. I've been talking about it. Matter of fact, I think I touched on it last week, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a lot of negativity going around. You guys got to learn how to deflect that and just turn that negative energy into a positive every time. Ricochet it. Let that flow. Don't let it deter you from your main goal. Sometimes you got to have tunnel vision in order to stay optimistic. So, that's the end of my vlog. I love you guys. I'm going to go rest. As you can see, I'm already ready to relax now. I can't wait for next week. Hopefully, I'll be in, much better settings. Right now, I just feel a little flushed and a little tired. So, I just wanted to get up here and do this because I don't make promises that I can't keep. I don't care what condition I am. That's my loyalty. I never make a promise that I can't keep. I never don't do what I said I was going to do. I love you guys. See you guys next Saturday. But I got a story to tell.